quickly give me an explanation of what this event is?
The upcoming event is Challenge by Choice, which is really not so much an event, but it's a component within a larger event that'll take place on April 16th in the evening between 6 and 8 o'clock, which is called Disabilities Speaks. But Challenge by Choice is where we reach out to people who are influential in the city. It can be city administrators, it can be university administrators, it can be business owners or business leaders. It can be anybody who's kind of high profile in the city, and they take on a disability simulation, and they take that on for between 2 to 4 hours. And then for Disabilities Speaks, which is in the evening, as I said, at 6 o'clock, they come back to the community center here in Athens, and they will talk about what that simulation was like. What was it like to take on a simulation to where I'm physically disabled, or I'm taking on a simulation to where I am hearing impaired, or I'm taking on a simulation to where I'm hearing voices to simulate what it may be like to have a mental disorder. And then we'll also have a keynote speaker, and this year our keynote speaker is Dr. J.W. Smith from Ohio University in the College of Communications, to where Dr. Smith is blind, and we'll be talking about what his life experiences has been, how it shaped his life, some of the issues that he deals with on a daily basis here in the city of Athens, but around the world. He's traveled quite a bit, so that'll be fun. And then we also are awarding our first Athena Award. We've always given out, or for many years, given out what we referred to as the Service Award, which is the only award that the city of Athens will confer on an individual who kind of goes above and beyond in helping us through advocacy, through raising awareness, to volunteer work, whatever, when it's dealing with or helping with individuals who live with disabilities. But this year we changed our bylaws and have created what's called the Athena Award. So the Athena Award now is the Service Award, which we'll be giving out that evening as well. And we have a candidate already. I can't tell you who. You'd have to come. You'll have to come on April 16th to find out who that person is.
All right. So just quickly, why do you think this is important for the community to be involved in this and kind of experience this and see what other people think of like these simulations?
Because inclusion and accessibility is the right for anybody living with disabilities, much like it is for people who are able-bodied, or what people who live with disabilities refer to people as, which is called TAB, which is temporarily able-bodied, because at some point in your life, it can be short-term, it can be due to an injury, or it could be, permanent. And so it's providing an equal playing field, a level playing field for people living with disabilities, and it's awareness is important as well, to where I think a lot of us who are TABs take for granted the world around us, the fact that sure, the sidewalk may not be level and might have some cracks in it, but I can get across it, whereas an individual who lives with a disability, who might be in a motorized wheelchair or might use a walker, is not able to navigate down that same city sidewalk, because that inch-high crack becomes a barrier that they can't get beyond.
And lastly, I was talking to my professor, and she was talking about how technically now disability, or someone with disabilities or disabled, isn't really politically correct, and it's more of a physical challenge, and they call it someone with a challenge. Do you guys, I know that's not exactly connected to this, but have you guys ever talked about that?
It has come forward and has been brought up. I know some individuals that's important. On the Commission on Disabilities, that hasn't been the case, to where everyone seems to be pretty comfortable with using that terminology right now. One of the things that people have been very uncomfortable with, which I was successful in changing city legislation, city code, when anywhere that it used to use the word handicap, that is an offensive, almost derogatory term to use for someone who may live with a disability, to refer to that person as being handicapped. So within the city code, to include accessible parking spaces, which used to be called handicap parking spaces. That's been changed. Even handicap accessibility has been changed, or just someone being referred to as a person living with a handicap, that is all gone, and it's all, you know, the more appropriate terminology has been used. It's kind of archaic to use that term, the term handicap. So that, again, is probably more offensive than using the word disability, at least sitting around the table at the Commission on Disabilities, which is 11 members, and I'm proud to say that those 11 voting members on the Commission on Disabilities, I would say 75, almost 80% of the people who serve on the Commission on Disabilities are people living with disabilities.
Do you have any questions? Do you have anything else to add?
I don't, other than I hope that yeah, if this airs before, I hope that people can come out to the Challenge by Choice, or at least come out to the Disability Speaks on April 16th at 6 p.m., 6 to 8 p.m., and get to hear the stories of people who took on a challenge, as well as listening to Dr. J.W. Smith, who's fantastic and wonderful to listen to.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you.